Hello guys, it's Wednesday and you know that means we're having fun making a cute project. I can't believe that we haven't used this bundle in a Facebook Live yet or even in a class. It was sold out for so long and I just checked and everything in the bundle is available except for the Mossy Meadow Rickrack, this trim. But you have lots of ribbons that will look cute with this suite. So hop on, get those cute ladybug embellishments, get the dies, the bundle, the stamp set, and then the cute designer paper that's fraught with die and paper combinations. Okay, so we'll look at that paper in a second. But let's just get started on our cute Sweet as a Bug bundle. So you want to get the Sweet Bug bundle and the Cute as a Bug designer paper. So write that on your list and go ahead and pick up those ladybug embellishments. All right, so you're going to start this card, get my little bucket here, with a thick white card base. I kind of covered up my bits here. I'll just dump it out. So you're going to start with a thick white card base, and you want to use thick white because our basic white is priced so that you can use it in lots of layers, but the thick white cardstock is really more suitable for a card base. Okay, so that's what we're using here, and I've cut this designer paper. I've got this idea from Ange McKay, and the designer paper is cut 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. It's a neat little mat. And then we're going to take a 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 piece of this cute designer paper, and we're going to mat it on a Cajun Craze piece that is 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then that goes straight down to our sweet card. All right, and then we've cut some arches with our everyday arches. We've got one that's Cajun Craze and one that's basic white. This is the size that you're looking for. And we are going to go ahead and do our stamping. We're going to use our memento, and we're going to stamp Hello Friend up in this cute area. And then we're going to stamp this little flower grouping right here. Okay? Super simple. You've got lots of sentiment choices here. You've got Hello Friends, Love You Lots, and Spread Joy. Of course, you could use these bugs with any sentiment set that you have as well. So don't feel like you're limited to that. And then we have dies, dies, dies. Okay? We have dies on dies on dies. So you've got dies that cut out designer paper, you've got dies that cut out stamped images, and then you've got dies that cut out just cute little things that you can put on your projects. So definitely don't want to skip those. So what we're going to do now is color this flower. Now I've used Darling Duckling. You could use Daffodil Delight as well. And then I'll use an old olive for this grassy area. Cute as buttons. And then we're going to go ahead and mat this down to our Cajun Craze arch. And this whole situation will get popped up with dimensionals. Super precious. And we're getting closer to cuteness here. Let's kind of shift that down a little bit. Shift that over. Okay. Let's get our card where you can see it. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to... I've already used the dies. There's so many dies. I've cut out 2 basic beige mushrooms with 2 crushed... No, not crushed curry. Cajun Craze hats, mushroom caps. So we are going to pop some liquid glue. Now you're going to need your take your pick tool for the next step, but also it's useful for this step as well to get your little die cut pieces. There. We'll see what y'all think about. I've moved around to a different table this week to see if I can kind of get my lighting going for y'all. Okay, you want to raise this up a little bit so that cute little detail shows there. And then this one. So I love how those dies just make those sweet little mushrooms. And, oh my gosh, come on, little piece of paper. Only when I'm on a video is it going to be troublesome. All right. So you're right there with your mushrooms, okay? Now, let me see if I can find one of my items. I did. Okay. So something that you might not know is on May the 5th, we're going to have a brand new release of items in our catalog. And one of the things we're going to have are white gel pens, okay? So we're going to have these cute white gel pens, and these are perfect for making little dots on our mushrooms. I didn't even do that on the original card, but I wanted to try it here. Something about our new items, you could say, why, Kay, do you have that already if it doesn't launch until the 5th? Well, when you're a happy shopper, you get to buy things early. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you get a starter kit this week because there's going to be something coming in the future. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Let's go here and glue our mushrooms down to our arches. So this one, we want to kind of get this here. We don't want to cover up our friend, but we need to get pretty close to that. And then we're going to pop this one right here. Precious. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our designer paper. Hello, Angela. So our Cute as a Bug. Angela has used our Cute as a Bug paper. She's a big fan. We're going to show you, this is the design that we use, but it's got this cute pattern on the back. We use this design as well. This is what's on the back. And you'll notice that there's a cute little this ladybug here and this bee. So I've rough cut those out. Oh, I could not find those, and there they were in the designer paper. All right, so we're going to just show you the rest of the items in this cute designer paper. I love these pages because you can make quick cards with those like 4x6 and 3x4 little pieces. And then you're going to have more and more and more die cut situations and cuteness abilities here. So just obviously here you've got a page that just has berries with bees. You're not going to want to skip this paper, this bundle, anything about it. And I'm so glad that it all finally came back in stock so that we could use it on our cards. And I want to show you. Okay, let me clear out my area here so we can do our die cutting. Now we have great synergy here with our dies in our paper. I love it when Stampin' Up! Does that for us. So we're going to use our little library. To me, he's the cutest. He's just like a little library guy. I had some pieces. I had some Post-it note pieces. Hold on. Y'all are probably, a lot of you are probably too young to know Benny Hill, but every time I go run and go get something from somewhere else in my craft room, I want to play that. Just like filler music. You could put any music in there, but that's what it makes me think of. All right, so we're just going to line these cute dies up with our images on the designer paper, and then it looks like we have been a genius in our coloring, when indeed all we did is match our dies up with our paper. Easy peasy. All right, so now we have perfect little critters to add to our card. Cut out from that designer paper. You could also, if you choose, you could color and cut out those guys. So if you wanted to make 20 of them, but your designer paper has got quite a few of them anyway. So you choose. And then we're just going to pop these two guys up with embellishments, not embellishments, dimensionals, and get them where they need to go. So this little guy is kind of like looking over the flowers, and this little guy is sitting underneath the mushrooms reading his book. I left a little space here for something. The last thing I've die cut, you can see this teeny die. It cuts out a butterfly, a snail, and a dragonfly. And to me, I think of these as our little paper embellishments. And the other reason why you need to take your pick tool close. So we are going to pop a tiny thing of glue here, a dip here, and in a dip here. And we are going to pop our little paper die cuts into their cute little places. This is where your take your pick tool is enormously helpful for your 3 little die cuts. And I don't think this card needs like actual embellishments, but you could. I think actually I could get behind. I don't necessarily need ladybugs on here because I've got a lot going on, but I do love these clear dots. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, hello. Another take your pick tool opportunity here. Oh, yeah. 1 there. 2. We're just going to cascade them. 3. A couple of the smaller ones. 4. Oh, yeah, that's super cute. I like this. They're like, they give you a little bit of dimension without adding a lot of activity, which we've already got a lot going on in this card. And then the last thing is I'm going to add a little white bow. Now, like I said, that ribbon that goes with the suite is not available. If you have it, you could add that on here, but I think the white goes perfectly, obviously. And don't snooze on this white ribbon. It's the Misty Moonlight White Ribbon Combo Pack, and it's on Last Chance. So, you know, when you're making those cards and you just don't have just the right ribbon that you need, the white ribbon always goes, okay? So let me show you. This is a card that my friend that's watching, Angela, made. I'm going to take you on a journey through all of my cute as a bug. Well, some of mine. I can't say these are all of mine because I've probably mailed some as well. But we've got so many cute cards with this suite, okay? I like to trade cards. I like to make cards. I think that almost all of these cards are trades, swaps that I have had with other people. You can see the possibilities are endless. This person did the die cutting and coloring. Here we have using that die cut on the paper. We've got coloring and die cutting, that cute little flower die cut. Look at, that's a neat use of that olive trim. Just that designer paper speaks for itself. Super sweet. And on and on. So you definitely want to put this in your cart if you don't already have it. Sweet as a Bug bundle. And then and I want to show you, this was the first card I made with my spring products. And it was for a swap that I did. So it's come full circle, I suppose, since our new catalog launches next week. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what's coming, all right? First of all, mark your calendar, because next Wednesday we're having our new product kickoff, okay? So we're launching a new catalog, new online exclusives. We have so much to see, all right? And I'm just going to introduce you to our new in colors. These are the 3 cards that we're making at the catalog kickoff. We're having a new stamp set. We're going to learn how to do the impressions mat, and we're going to get introduced to our 5 new colors. I'm just going to give you a little tour of our 5 new colors and all of the fun things that my friends and I have been making with these new products. Now, we are happy shoppers, so we were able to purchase these items 6 weeks ago. I feel like I have definitely dug in deep to these awesome products. So, you want to take advantage of that for sure when the time is right. All right, so make sure and add the sweet bugs to your cart and mark your calendars for next week's new catalog kickoff. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.